is everyone else good on the level up business, or is there any confusion or question?
The only thing I want to know is what additional does your obviator, like, does my obviator rank with my character, or is it a separate ranking? Because otherwise I don't have to rank 5 notes.
Alright, do we have a dice bucket?
The obviator thing is
I've got
separate
these 4
from
superiority dice.
your character.
But I feel like if I just use a different color,
And we'll leave it as is.
my
Unless
brain
you want to change it.
will keep track of them really well.
Dang, there's so many things that I didn't even remember my character could do or had.
That's why sometimes it's good to just kind of recap, go over everything that's happened. So especially stuff like this, like the franchise kind of stuff that kind of fell by the wayside.
Yeah, dude.
I'm gonna hopefully make a better resource that we can have on the table so you guys can see, like, these are all your employees with like a little picture or whatever.
We have the owl lady at the front desk,
This is pretty sweet.
Yeah, you have your owlbear woman that you hired. I don't even remember when that was. A few sessions ago. So she is your major domo. She's like your front receptionist. She handles all of the minute day-to-day stuff.
Ophelia Albert.
Yeah, Ophelia.
Interesting.
The franchise rank is what kind of levels up your position stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
We're ranked 2.
Luckily, we do have that book here still, but you guys are still ranked 2. We're gonna keep all the upgrades that you guys purchased, if you remember that, like back in September maybe, where we leveled up the franchise and you guys.
I think we sold the ship in order to do that, though, right? I'm almost positive we did.
I think you converted it to an airship because it
yeah! Yes, that's right!
Yeah, so the picture's like, doesn't really seem obvious. That is like your airship.
I thought it looked like one, but I didn't want to say that because...
We built an airship.
JTT just a tip?
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys had converted that to make a floating casino experience.
Yeah,
Oh, that's right.
And we tethered it to the...
And there was some
big
sort of a portal or something that went from the top of the Pen 15 up to the airship.
Yeah, so you guys, I think those are the 2 major upgrades, right? I don't know, there's 3 things, but I can't read them from here. Let me see. Overhaul the stiff mast, you guys did, and that became casino. And then ship to airship, and then you have the teleportation, which was a portal somewhere within Pen 15, probably in the upper floors or whatever, that takes you right onto the airship.
Yeah, ship to airship, teleport.
About to reload.
Yeah, overhaul. Stiff mast. Yep.
Excellent. Now, who remembers when we first started in the very, very beginning, and the whole thing was about trying to recover 500,000 missing gold pieces somewhere in the city of Waterdeep? You guys started off...
I think I remember that's why we were going out, but it very quickly changed from that.
You guys started off in a tavern called the Yawning Portal, where you met this Italian-ish guy called Volo. He hired you to find a missing friend of his, whatever. So you guys went to the dock ward where you entered a warehouse, which Copper Milkbone ended up stealing the ownership deed to that warehouse.
Yes.
Forging
I
it.
forged
Forged
the
it.
duplicate.
Yep.
And left the duplicate in there.
But I think that they found out and they sent us a note, didn't they?
Yeah, I think you guys were invited to dinner or something.
Yes.
By the woman who owns the actual...
Oh, that's what
She
it
knew
was.
it was fake,
Yeah.
but you charmed her or something, I'm pretty sure.
Something along those lines.
Yeah, she got angry. You couldn't find the guy, but you ended up finding a entrance into the sewers where you went down and you found this guy, Floon, who you were looking for, but you had to fight the Prince of Laughs, who was this clown doppelganger. Swell Lotus found a key ring, one of the keys on your key ring, awoken like a demon that had been living inside of you since you were a child.
Yes.
Remember that? Reawakened.
We got transported, right, to
That happened later.
Asmodeus' lair.
You went down in the sewers, you fought this boss, you killed him, you escorted this Floon back to Volo, In exchange for rescuing his friend, Volo gave you the deed to Troll Skull Manor, which has now become Pen 15 Nightclub in Waterdeep. After that, we did the Wizard Kart episode where you guys raced. We played Mario Kart.
Yep.
Lander Lackman won the grand prize, which was a ship that had its own little crew of Modron robot people. The following episode, you guys were kind of fixing up the tavern. You met Shake, who is the owner of a stable yard, where you guys got hooked up with the Matte Black carriage and 2 horses. In exchange, Copper Milkbone was supposed to marry Tanya Harding, the stable master's crippled daughter.
Oh, that's right.
That never happened, so we might...
I think I'm still on the hook for that.
We might end up getting back to that at some point. And you guys were invited to the town of Phandalin by B.B. Rectalgazer as part of an interviewing process to become a franchise of Dirty Deeds Done. You guys went into this inn, which was some sort of like testing ground, magic portal place where you were shrunken and you had to ride on mice.
That was one of my favorites.
And negotiate with a cat who ended up, eating all of the mice in exchange for helping you guys get to the next stage of the puzzle. You guys did that, and then you were given the franchise, so you go back, you got your matte black armor, you're officially a part of the team. You started digging around underneath Pen 15, and you found a hidden sub-basement, which there was a hallway with a door at the end with all these like skeletons of remains of people at the foot of this door.
Didn't we fill that with concrete?
Yeah, we filled it back in.
Eventually. Sandy can do skooma down there.
Oh, you went down there.
You went down there to gamble and do skooma.
Well, he went down, and there is a normal basement, but then there was that
the
trap
sub basement,
door.
right? And there was a weird door, and he went through the door, didn't you?
I think so. Didn't I have my boar dig a hole?
We had it while we were on our dig out the basement.
Yeah, I think
when we were on another thing,
digging while you guys went to Phandalin to do that.
No, I think that's like the last thing. I think the boar is probably still digging from the last time we were there.
Because the boar found the trap door on the dirt floor.
Oh, okay. Just a boar skeleton.
Because I summon things right when I roll my fuzzy window dice.
Yeah. There's basically a closet down in this sub basement where you hear the voice of a young girl, who you guys were like convinced was like some sort of demon or like evil thing, and then Swell Lotus let it out. Turns out
makes sense.
It was a demon.
Oh, surprise!
Who recognized the thing that was possessing Andy. He knew who it was inside of him, his little, like, inner...
Oh, and I can hear that too, right?
No, your little devil hand. Yeah, you are...
I can hear your demon.
Wait, where are you at with that hand? Do you still have that hand? Didn't you chop it off?
I don't remember.
Maybe we haven't gotten there yet.
But I can hear his demon, right?
Yeah, your hand is
in my head.
shriveled. Because, something happened to it.
Yeah.
But that's why it's now a shriveled hand.
Like
I know, but I'm saying I can hear his demon too.
Yeah.
No, I cleared it. But we didn't get there yet.
Yeah, we haven't gotten there. He exorcised the demon.
As this, like, creepy demonic child thing that, like, reveals its true form as some, like, winged beast, it recognizes the spirit inside of Andy, and it's like, wait a minute, like, I know you. You owe Asmodeus a ton of money. So Andy gets sucked down into the underworld, where he is in front of a court, and there's Asmodeus, and he's basically, like, trying the demon inside of Swell.
Yes.
He ends up removing the demon from Swell.
But we had to go and to fight some dragon or something.
And then he says to Ram Fisterson, take me as your patron, I will give you warlock powers. And Ram said, fuck you, no. So
I already have warlock powers.
Well, that was dumb.
Yeah, you did already have them.
I already have warlock powers.
You could have had unimaginable strength.
And then he teleported all of you to a snowy mountain peak where you were basically forced to fight a young white dragon that owed Asmodeus money, like it seems everybody does. You guys killed the dragon. I don't know how the fuck you guys killed the dragon at like level 2 or 3. Or whatever level you guys were. But you did it.
I don't know. We're pretty good.
Wyvern poison?
No,
his
no.
giant
Did
sword.
we kill it or did we run away?
We might have ran down the hill.
I remember us discussing running down the hill.
We ran away.
Because there was other
It's possible.
snowmen there or whatever.
Yes.
Abominable
Because then we had to
creatures.
jump through a teleporter to get out.
Yeah,
We might have just left.
There were some other bad guys there, like a troll or something.
I remember.
Yeah,
I
it might have
think
been a
you
couple
saying
trolls.
something about dragons are really tough. Why don't we just run away? And I was like, okay.
Well, some of them have like even like the most least experienced ones have like 170 hit points.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's where my memory is hazy because I remember you guys found the gold and then there was a teleportation portal that just appeared. And I think like things came through it and started hauling the treasure.
Yes.
You assumed they're like a portal to like one of the layers of hell for Asmodeus, and they were coming to like get the gold from the dragon now that it was taken care of.
So we must have killed the dragon.
In my notes, it said you guys did, but I don't know if that's true or not.
Well, we jumped through a portal. They followed us, right? We came up underwater.
It specifically says you guys pocketed some of the gold. Because you knew that the gold was owed back to Asmodeus, but you were like, what if we just like stuff our pockets with
Did
some?
we say that or did Andy say that? I mean,
I
swell.
don't know. And then,
We did all this stuff.
coming through the portal, you ended up in the bottom of the Waterdeep harbor, where this giant like claw comes down from a ship
Yes.
and picks you guys up, and you meet Jarl Axel Baenre, who is the leader of the Grey Company,
Mm-hmm.
which I think was like we were trying to set up as like your rival company at some point, and that whole thing just kind of fell away. But I don't remember what he wanted with you. Like
I think there was a competition. I remember because at one point he come back with his boys and they blew up.
he's the one that came back and blew up the nightclub.
Yeah.
But I can't remember like why.
Didn't we take the boat to the island and then blow up the town from the boat? Is that what happened? Was
Yeah, afterward.
That was afterward. Okay.
Yes. Yeah, aboard the ship they meet Jarl Axel Baenre, leader of the Great Company. In order to escape his wrath, you guys invited him to the grand opening Pen 15 Club Fiesta Ask the Cash family event
Yeah, third floor, VIP, right?
with a
Is there a
promise
security guard?
to return the money and then some. So maybe he was trying to fleece you guys for
This
the
was
money
one of our better ideas.
that you had taken.
I forgot about the Ask the Cash family event.
Who didn't want that party?
Yeah, that was like the
Talking to
event.
town.
And
Who
you
says
guys-
no?
I don't remember the Ash to Cash event.
You
We
hired
put
a
him in the
bunch of
VIP
people.
lounge, all drinks on us.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
I can't remember who was the security guard that wouldn't let the one guy up any higher than the third floor.
Shake, the
Shake.
stable master.
He could only stay on the first floor or
You
something.
guys like, did not like him, but he just like wanted to be there and be a part of it. You hired Sledge Steel, who's a half orc, who I think runs like a painting with a twist thing on one night a week or something.
Yes.
There's a halfling, Bretta Basquette, who there was some sort of romantical thing with her and Lander at some point.
Could have happened. Not gonna.
I don't remember. Hazy Nights.
You have a
She's the sister
cartographer.
of Fats Basket.
Yeah, who's the MC. He's like your musical talent that you guys brought aboard. Ram Fisterson, with his Horde's person abilities, was able to secure a cow, which you guys named Milkshake.
Mm-hmm.
He made Whitewater Deeps.
Just cow's milk and skooma, right?
Mm-hmm.
Just cow's milk and skooma. So during the Ask the Cash thing, yeah, Swell fought a vampire. And he won because Ram had slept with the Raven Queen, and
Yes.
then she was like, "I want you to become a raven," and then you became a raven and like flew,
Peck
through
someone's
his
eyes out or
heart
something.
or something like that.
But people thought it was me punching his lights out.
Because you were dying. I saved your life.
I don't recall.
No, you were dead.
Yes,
it
Lander
was one of
Lackman.
So I should probably keep the Raven Queen.
Let it
You
be
can,
known,
you don't
I
have
beat
to.
a vampire.
Lander Lackman learns that his mother is still alive and is a
That's right.
slave on the Isle of Saltmarsh. And then Jarl Axel shows up to the party, freezing Swell in place at a gambling table in the basement as his henchmen blow a wall up on the first floor and they kind of roll into the party like the Joker in that movie. He demands his
I didn't
money.
get the Joker reference at the time.
Yeah, he's looking for his money. I don't know. I think he thinks the money you guys took from the dragon is like his money, and he was trying to like fleece you down
Everyone's
for
been
it.
stolen from.
It seems really weird.
Whatever, plot armor.
Beneath the floorboards in the basement, the ghost Sven entices Swell with a plan to ignite the explosive barrels in the basement as an emergency backup plan. Copper Milkbone, Priest blasts Jarl Axel down the basement stairs, to which Jarl Axel then casts a fireball, which blows the entire club apart.
Shit.
So I did not actually blow the club apart.
No.
It's
And you-
debatable. We know that you pull the trigger.
Exactly. Then you guys went to Saltmarsh to find his mom. Long story short, there was like a bounty hunter named the Collector that everybody had like a bit of a run-in with.
Oh, I got shanked by him, right?
You got shanked by him really bad in the bar, but it was after you speed bagged a 3-titty performer.
Mm-hmm.
So that's good. Next episode.
So many things happened.
Good times.
Yeah. I don't remember anything in between. I just remember the things he says. I remember the speed bag and the guy in the black or whatever. Couldn't tell you what else happened in that episode.
That's kind of what my notes are. They're like 2 days later.
I remember riding the mice.
This definitely.
I remember,
I remember
Episode
a lot.
after
Riding the
that-
mice was a totally different one.
or the cat, whatever.
That was
The
totally different.
floorboards, midget.
That was like episode 4.
Yeah.
I'm
he
talking
even
about other
covered
episodes.
that.
I know. I'm just saying.
Yeah. And we blew up the whole town of this island.
Yeah, because there was some plot with like one of the council members of this town was like corrupt, and you guys were just like, rather than
Weren't we on
trying
a
to
spaceship
figure
at
this
some
out,
point?
Let's just blast
nuke
shit out of
the
these
whole
people.
town.
Were we on a spaceship at some point? Or is that a whole different story?
No, that's just.
Can we jump down and there's spider webs?
No, now you're combining things.
Yeah, you're
I
combining
don't think
things.
You guys, the next episode is called Fuck Heap. You met Lander's mom.
Yep.
She's like this badass, like underground rebel army leader in disguise. So you guys meet her. She tells you there's some like
Play your
mansion
band?
on the bluffs.
Yeah.
that
Or
you
song?
need to
Yeah,
go to.
yeah.
The mansion on the bluffs.
The
There's
collector
something
shows up with your contact that you guys met in the salt marsh, and then the collector leaves, and then because Swell doesn't like the contact's attitude, he cuts his head off.
That's sound decision making.
He's the decisionist.
And then you guys destroy
Why I'm
the
the leader.
entire town.
I didn't say a leader. Decisionist.
Somebody has to walk in front.
It's
No one said leader.
You're the shortest one. I don't know if you can keep up. Your
You're a
legs are
monk.
too short. His legs are too short.
Yeah, you're more acrobatic.
Yeah,
More
I'm
nimble.
way more. Oh yeah.
You're a gnome and you're a gnome?
No,
He's a
rock
monk
gnome.
and he's a rock gnome.
but his legs are really short, so he's got to take like 4 steps for every one. That
He
I
kind of skips, almost walks on air, almost.
Yeah.
Call him an airbender.
Let's
He's
see.
like, I swear I'm the leader.
Oh yeah, you guys blew the town apart with your cannons. You made off on your ship. You ended up finding the boat that the bad guy was fleeing on, and there was this big boss fight with the collector, where Lando Jabroni ends up getting knocked out in like a Matrix position. I have that written down.
I did.
Yeah.
You call me jabroni. Lackman.
Oh wait, Lander Lackman gets
That's
knocked,
why we had to change names.
knocked unconscious with your spider boots on,
That's what it was. Yeah, I was stuck.
leaving you frozen in a Neo Matrix bend position. Swell Lotus dueled the Collector 1v1. Lando Jabroni, or Copper Milkbone, smashed the bad guy's skull with a mace, and then Ram Fisterson rolled a crit shot with a ballista
Oh yeah.
that killed the Collector.
Yep.
In the end, next episode was the Modron fleet of your ship wanted to go after the Obviators, so they head off in a direction, and you find that like Modron in the shack who's like building the big digger robot.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
None of you can like pass the skill checks to help him fix the machine. So I think it just says Lander Lackman punches through the ground with his fist.
Yes.
Revealing a giant poop chute into the ground, which everybody starts flying down this like big poop chute
I
shaft.
think because I got like a crit like 20 when I went to punch the ground. You're like, all right, I guess that worked.
Yeah, it just says breaks through fucking sheetrock with bare hands. You met
That checks out.
a big gelatinous cube who could speak, who he thought he had a wife hidden in this tomb. You guys find like a tomb down here. You find the Dawnbringer sword, which has never been used, but you have it.
Yeah, well, I gotta get it into my sheet.
Dawnbringer.
Episode after that was the Juicer episode with the big fat Medusa chick who had Lander as Princess
Yes,
Leia.
she's up there. Mm-hmm.
Swell dupes her with his skooma OD tainted blood, and she ends up drinking it, which helps a lot in the fight.
That's big brain.
She starts tripping.
That's big brain again.
You kill her, you make off in her ship, and then the finale was the labyrinth, where you had the roided out mind flayer that killed Copper Milkbone. Like, you fully died. And then when you guys found the obviator device and you started messing with it, the first thing you guys roll, I have it in here.
Oh, that's right.
The first thing you guys roll is a fucking nat 20, which is resurrect, like, character.
Yes!
You were resurrected, like, 20 minutes after you died. Because I remember you definitely got pissed off and you, like, left your computer while we were playing for, like, a while. And then you came back and you were like, I guess I'll make a new character. I was like, dude, you just got resurrected.
Oh, and then I think I was pissed off about that. I'm like, don't already yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
And then,
you definitely just died and then walked away. I remember that.
yes. And then,
It was
obviously...
early in the night or something.
It was like early, yeah.
It's like, all right, I'll see you guys.
I'm not just gonna sit here.
Yeah, I'm gonna see you in an hour and a half watching you guys.
Exactly. The final result of the obviator is time is reversed. Woohoo! So we go whooshing back in time to right before your club explodes. We're actually going to skip ahead a week from that night. So your opening night goes off without a hitch. Jarl Axel does not show up to blow up your club. However,
Just a regular parallel universe situation. In this one, he doesn't show up.
he does not show up. However, that does not mean you guys have not had a meeting with him. In fact, you are expecting a meeting with him, Swell Lotus. You are expecting to see him. So where we finally pick back up is 1 week after the opening night of Pen 15. Really quick.
And
You guys
we owe
have...
this guy money?
You don't really owe him money, but
Does he think we do?
he knew that you guys stole money from this dragon horde. And he kind of created that portal for you to walk through, which is why you showed up underneath his ship in the harbor, and he was trying to like fleece you for your money, and instead you were like, no, why don't you come to our club, it's going to be sick, you get VIP treatment, and he was like, okay, fine. So instead of blowing up your club, he just didn't show up to that night.
But does he still think we owe him money?
No.